Yo, and hello. We in the building Tuesday night. Ross and Risky, sports and hip hop culture. What's popping, my guy?
What's going on, man? Start with a little toast. All the winners take a shot this weekend. Come on, man. All the winners. If your team won this weekend.
Shout out to TCU.
You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to TCU. Shout out to the Texans. You dig? Let me sip some for the Texans and TCU.
I'm going to pour you a good drink up, man. It's going to be fun today. My boy finna be tap dancing today.
No, we're going to keep it a buck, man. We got to go hard. Pause. We're going to have a good time tonight, man. You know how we do. We talk about sports and the culture. I know tonight we're going to be heavy into the sports. We'll probably get into some hip-hop as well. I got some clips I want to get into. Also with some other stuff, going on. Yeah, but let's jump into the stuff where I know you want to beat me up on a couple of things. So where we going to start? We want to start in the NFL first, or we want to start in college first? Where you want to go? It's up to you. Let's start with the NFL, right?
NFL.
That's what's on the thumbnail. Let's talk about last night, my Kansas City Chiefs.
Can we start with Travis Hunter?
I don't know why. He wasn't that big of a factor. He had one big catch. He had not even a big catch. He's had a catch for a lot of yards, but other than that, what else did he do?
I feel like it was his best NFL game so far.
What did he do? Did I miss something? He had a 44-yard catch, and that was pretty much it. What is that?
Good defense on Worthy. Played him a lot of snaps on defense. Played a lot.
He played 25 snaps on defense.
That's a fair share.
I mean, I guess that. I don't think that's locking up Worthy.
Bigger point, just
shout out to Travis though. No disrespect. I don't think that he, went crazy.
Jacksonville at home, they was able to win the game. Trevor Lawrence stepped up and he delivered in the crunch. Mahomes, couple bad interceptions.
Offense, a couple. He had one pick. Come on, stop that.
Terrible interception, bro. And
it was horrible though. It was horrible
on that last drive when he's just throwing the ball up. Stop.
Oh, stop. We can't do that because Trevor Lawrence had one that when the Chiefs are up 14-0, they got popped up in the air. The dude, the DB had it.
Excuse me, I said a couple picks. A 99-yard pick six.
Yeah, that was horrible.
Maybe
while we're throwing it, what was that on like the 2 or the 3? Why we're throwing it down there? I don't know, but go ahead.
Yeah, 99-yard pick six. That
was the difference in the game. That's the difference in the game, was that pick six.
It was.
Yeah, that was the difference in the game.
It was a big win by Jacksonville. I gotta say, I'm a Floridian, and we don't really show too much love to Jacksonville. It seemed like, I don't know if it's just because the Chiefs was in town, but it seemed like that arena even was rocking a little bit last night.
I agree.
Live, good primetime game. It really delivered. I think we weren't expecting that to be one of the better games, and it was. I think Jacksonville might. Question for you. Mm-hmm. Does that kind of wake the world up to Jacksonville and show that they're here? Or are you still not sold on Jacksonville?
Yeah, I'm about to hate. I think this is the worst case scenario for Jacksonville. Here's why. I think now they believe, you know what? We do got our guy. Trevor Lawrence is our guy. And I don't think Trevor Lawrence is the guy long term. I think that he's a average to a little bit above average starter. I don't think that he's a quarterback to win you a Super Bowl personally. But I think the way that he's played the first quarter of the season for Jacksonville, their fan base, more important than management, maybe they're now justifying that big deal. We got it right. See, we locked our guy up. Look what he's doing. And I don't know. We got to see. Listen, ultimately, we got to see it. The defense, I believe, is legit. The defense looks good.
Defense legit.
We got to see it in the playoffs. Now think about it. Everything that happened last night Kansas City had a horrible day with penalties. 12 penalties. You're gonna lose a lot of.
Who Kansas City is though.
Yeah, but I mean, you're on the road. You get 12 penalties. 3 of the penalties you get on special teams, which is insane. And then at the end of the, after you have a long, methodical 6-7 minute drive to take to finally go up with under 2 minutes left, your idiot kicker, to borrow a line from Peyton Manning, kicks the ball out of bounds on the kickoff.
Yeah, that was bad.
And it's just like, what are we doing? You know what I mean? So, and then with all that being said, Trevor Lawrence still kind of low-key went full Trevor Lawrence. Let's not forget, he did fall down on the eventual game-winning play. He fell. I mean, he didn't fall down. He got tripped, but he was down. But just to show how crazy it was, I think he was on the ground. Because if you notice, he kind of covers up for like a split second, like, oh, I'm down. But then he's like, oh, nobody's around me. It was like the craziest final play I've ever seen in my life. But I don't know. I do think they win that division, though. Tennessee's bad, as expected. The Colts are better than I thought they were going to be, so we'll have to see how that's going to go. Houston looks like they not going to be as good. So Jacksonville looks okay. But my thing is going to be with Kansas City. Kansas City may be in trouble. We know in the Patrick Mahomes era, they only end the season in the AFC Championship game. That's bare minimum every year in the Patrick Mahomes era to get to the AFC Championship game.
You see them going to AFC Championship game?
Listen, I'm going old school. Championship, playoffs. Playoffs? We just hope we can win a game right now. We can't even be looking to playoffs. We got issues in our division. We got issues coming up on the schedule. We got to go cliche, one game at a time. We got to take this thing one game and look, think about, and I know what you're saying last night, what happened, but think about what I'm going to call a Herculean effort that Patrick Mahomes had to try to put up yesterday just to win that game. 300 yards passing. He don't get much. He got 300 yards passing, led the team in rushing with 60 yards rushing. I mean, goddamn, that's just trying to win a regular game against Jacksonville. No disrespect to Jacksonville. Finn, you have any tips if you're trying to start a race? Stay consistent, Finn. Consistency. Just keep at it. Stay consistent. Even when you don't want to do it, Finn, go ahead and do it. Pause. But yeah, I just think I don't know, man. Let me look at the schedule for Kansas City. What they got coming up? Because this could get ugly real quick.
Well, when you look at the division, even though the Chargers lost, the Chargers went up 3-0 early in that division. So it's going to take a lot to catch up and surpass the Chargers.
We could potentially go on a run, though. I'm looking at the schedule right now. If we're going to have a run, it's got to be now.
Who you got?
We got the Lions. I'm not dismissing the Lions. That's going to be a tough game, no matter what. But we get them at home. So that's, if you're going to win a game, that's got to be one that you can think you can win. Then you get the Raiders at home. You got to win that one. Then you get a good Commanders team at home. So you got 3 home games in a row. I think you probably got to win all 3 of them. I think that you can beat the Commanders. That offense doesn't look as explosive as it looked, although they look good this Sunday.
Yeah.
But I think that's a winnable game. It got to be. Then you got to go to Buffalo, and Buffalo is just playing on a whole nother level right now.
Are they?
Yeah, I think Buffalo is really good, bro. I know they lost. I know they 4-1. It's a bad loss too. It's a bad loss. It's a bad loss to the Patriots. But that happens. I don't think anybody's gonna go undefeated.
They can't guard Stephon Diggs.
I mean, he came back to bite him. Somebody who said something. Ryan Clark said some wild shit. Ryan Clark said that if Stephon Diggs is Cardi B, the Bills are Nicki Minaj. I said, this nigga's crazy.
I mean, he hate the Bills.
I don't know what he trying to say, bro. Listen, let me say this. Quick, a quick segue. I need for Ryan Clark. Hold on, what the hell's going on with my? Hold on, my bad, bro. No, there we go. I need for Ryan Clark RG3, I heard him do it a couple times on the broadcast during a college game. I feel like the brothers are trying to do too much with like the pop culture references.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it feels like it's forced. RG3 is because he is corny. You know what I'm saying? He said, what the hell did he say during I was watching the Colorado game and he was doing the Colorado BYU game. Was it the BYU game or was it this last one? Or was it TC? I don't remember. But whatever game it was, he was like, some, and then he got faked out like an IG filter. I was like, all right. I was like, all right, dude. All right, man.
Yeah, that's corny.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, like, all right, dude, we got it. Like, Ryan Clark said that. I get it, Ryan. You trying to appeal to the bros because them folks on the desk with you didn't know what the hell none of that meant that you were talking about. He's Cardi B and they Nicki Minaj. They was looking like, all right.
You're referring to no man as Cardi B. Stop it. I get what you're trying to do. Stop it. That's disrespectful.
Yeah, no, it was crazy. But I think you don't think Buffalo's that good? I think Buffalo's real good.
No, I think Buffalo might not be as good as we think.
Okay. I mean, the only good win they have this year is the Ravens. Other than that, they beat the Jets, the Dolphins, and the Saints. If we're gonna be, just to be full disclosure,
Exactly.
you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So they haven't beaten, you know what I mean? They haven't really, and they really should have won this game. This is one of the games that I had down as a win. But man, they got a very favorable schedule. They get the Falcons and the Panthers next. We take everybody to beat the Panthers.
Yeah, even though they won this last week. I think it was more about New England in that game. I think New England's a lot better than we give credit. I think Buffalo, they're good. Josh Allen's got to put a lot on his back. Pause. But he's got to carry pretty much most of the workload. If you can neutralize James Cook, then you kind of got a chance in Buffalo. I think that's what New England was able to do. I don't know, man. I think if you go back and you look at what I said about a month ago, I think the NFC is better now. I think the AFC, they got the star power, and the AFC got the top tier couple teams. But if you look at it, I think it's a lot more quality spread out in the NFC. I think the AFC with the injuries you seeing, because look, we thought the Chargers was legit. They dropped another one. So now they lost to the Redskins, the Commanders. You look at the Chiefs, we can't consider them one of the favorites no more. We just got to be real. You look
speak for yourself. Well, go ahead.
You look at Baltimore, I'm not even counting them no more. I'm kind of giving up on, even though I like our pickup. Hey, they picked up hometown. I like what they did today.
Hold on. Who'd y'all pick? Just for the people that don't know, who'd y'all pick up today?
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson.
And how's that going to help y'all?
Well, if you watch Baltimore, our secondary can't play. And we got so many injuries, and I like adding Chauncey. I think he's gonna be a spark. He gonna bring the fight that we kind of missing right now.
Okay.
And then when Kyle Hamilton come back, now your safeties is Chauncey and Kyle. That's
it is interesting because they ran him out of Houston for apparently no reason. But go ahead.
They ran him out of Houston for showing too much care.
Yeah.
And he's going to Baltimore. Ain't nobody gonna be mad if he have an outburst every once in a while.
I'm with you. But see, I guess my thing when I look at the NFC, because so they got the NFC right now, they have 4 teams that are 4-1. Right?
Yeah.
But maybe it's just my own, when I'm looking at these teams, I don't believe 3 of these teams can win a Super Bowl. I don't think San Francisco can win a Super Bowl. I don't think Tampa Bay can win a Super Bowl. And if you put me on a lie detector test with Detroit, last year I would have said yes. This year, I don't know. I just gotta wait and see from the playoffs. But right now, I would lean toward no. So maybe I can go 2-2 because I think the Eagles obviously can win the Super Bowl. They just won it. Detroit, I can go either way depending on what day. But I just don't think San Francisco or Tampa Bay can actually win the Super Bowl.
You don't think Tampa could win the Super Bowl?
No. Even though, let me just say, Jesus, what's his name? Abuka. My God. My God.
And Baker.
Yeah, Baker's playing. You know, I just don't personally like Baker, but yeah, he is playing well. He's playing like the whole team's playing well. Tampa Bay as a whole, and they went old school with the uniforms this week, which I always mess with their throwbacks.
You don't think Green Bay is a legit title contender?
Nah, Green Bay is 2-1-1. Nah, I've cooled off on Green Bay.
So
what
we
I
take
saw from them
the
against
tie.
the
That
Cowboys.
much of a difference.
But it's the Cowboys though. Like you think the Cowboys are any good?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, they are, they 12th in the conference. So what are they going to do with that? The Cowboys. Yeah, bro. Well, they tied, because they 2-2-1, 2 losses, 2 wins in the tie.
Yeah, like the tie. I feel like Green Bay would have won that game, but if Green Bay win that game, everybody's still saying they're one of the favorites.
Yeah, I think, but that's what we're talking about, though. And look, outside of those 4, do you think? I don't think Green Bay can win it right now. Maybe we'll see, but I don't think Seattle can win it. I don't think Minnesota can win it. I don't think the Commanders can win it. I do think the Chargers can win it at 3-2, but for them, it's just going to be about where they position. I'm sorry, not the Chargers, the Rams. My bad. I think the Rams can win the Super Bowl.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's more quality teams. You look at the AFC. Who do you give a shot to? Buffalo at this point.
I think Buffalo can win it.
You're not going with the Colts. You're not going with Jacksonville.
You think the Steelers can win it? I don't think so. Shit, you might be right. Because Kansas City's so far out of it right now, the Pack would have to kind of come back to them. But if I'm just going with the top 5 teams in the AFC, Colts, Bills, Steelers, Chargers, and Jacksonville. Yeah, it's only one team I think can win it, and that's the Bills.
Yeah. Right now, the Bills are benefiting from the Chiefs and the Ravens being down. You got Cincinnati's out of there. They just traded for Joe Flacco. You got
you're right. You're right.
Estimated. Kansas City's down bad. So the AFC is really, now it's still the NFL. You got to show up, but it's really a one-man. It's a one-man road to the Super Bowl right now.
Yeah, I just don't believe. I look at the
Buffalo
Colts
sitting there like, we and they probably be number 1 seed. Buffalo sitting there looking like, oh yeah, Jacksonville ain't coming here and winning. Indianapolis ain't going to Buffalo winning.
Yeah, and that's the problem with a team like the Colts. And I always thought this back in the Peyton Manning era. When you play in that dome like that, and then come playoff time, you got to go somewhere like Buffalo, somewhere like New England. That's a horrible disadvantage for you. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Having to come from the confines. Maybe you played 2 playoff games, you hosted in that dome. Now you got for the championship game, you got to take your ass to Buffalo. That's difficult, bro. That is very, very difficult.
So if you just look at it, I think at the start of this NFL season, what are we, week 5? What was that, week 5?
We just finished week 5, yeah. Now I'm with you. Look, I admit when I'm wrong. After going back and looking at the standings, I just don't. I'm with you though. They got 4 teams that are 4-1 in the NFC. It is what it is.
Well, and it's just more quality teams. You look at the AFC, the top teams might be a little bit better, but other than that, we got a lot of
It's just so many teams I don't believe in. I thought it was more in the NFC, but in the AFC, I'm looking at Jacksonville at 4-1, and I just don't believe that they can win a Super Bowl. The Colts are 4-1. You couldn't. It's no way I believe that they can win a Super Bowl.
Exactly.
But we are. That's what I'm saying. We're early. It's early in the year. I know but we are a quarter of the way through though. And like you said, the injuries are so devastating that the Bengals just went and trade. The Bengals just went and traded for Joe Flacco.
So okay, I'm happy we're here. Is that because they was encouraged by what they saw by Dylan Gabriel?
We talked about this last week. I just don't think they know what they're looking for in a quarterback. I don't know what they're doing. I gotta be honest. I have no clue what they're doing.
That's what I was telling you.
Yeah, I don't know what they're doing.
I feel them for not saying nothing. Just don't say nothing because they're running amok. They don't know. They never got it right. They still ain't trying to get it right. What are they doing?
Because I think that you need at least one veteran over there. Even if, you know what I'm saying, you got to have a vet, because now you got two rookies and you got Deshaun Watson, who's not going to play because he's hurt. So who the hell, like, what do we, I don't understand at least if you got Flacco there, if he's your backup or second or third or whatever, at least you got somebody that can talk to the young boys that have been there, won a Super Bowl, had deep playoff runs. Who we talking to? Like from a player perspective, I know you got your quarterback's coach and your coordinator, but that is crazy to me. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't get it.
Bad.
And what did they get? I think they traded Flacco and I think a 6th for a 5th round pick. I think it was from the Bengals.
Yeah, it was bad. I don't know what you think about Dylan Gabriel.
Look, man, you know me. I'm very consistent on rookie quarterbacks. I don't anticipate. I don't look for them to like set the world on fire. And then for his first start, he's starting overseas, which, you know, that I don't personally. I'm not a fan of the overseas games. I think it's just hectic. But I mean, he was okay. He wasn't terrible. You know, he didn't turn the ball over. But for me, it wasn't any like quote unquote wow throws in there either. You know what I'm saying? It was just
nothing to call home about. Like
it was a first start. I looked at it and it was a first start. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, okay. I heard a lot of people saying, no, he looked like a backup quarterback, kind of like as a placeholder. They said he looked like a guy who he's a solid backup, come in, give you a chance to win, but he's not going to win the game for you. But he's going to keep your team in it, give you a chance to win, which maybe, right? I don't know. He didn't look great, you know what I'm saying? But he didn't fall on his face either. Now, they did say, I think 15 of his 19 completions were to tight ends and backs. Mm-hmm. So I think people were saying that's a knock. But if you're a young quarterback, I think if you're looking and you're going to at least you're hitting your check downs. Now, with that being said, at some point you do got to have confidence that you can make the throws, right? Mm-hmm. He did. I thought he missed some throws, but we'll see, man. We'll see. I think he earned himself another start. I think that. Because he had him in a position to win the game, and then, you know, walk it to him. Wentz took him down the field. Shout out to my man Wentz. I didn't think he looked bad.
My Minnesota, because it was Joe Flacco. He played the week before against the Bengals, and then the Bengals lost, and now they go and say, "Hey, Joe Flacco ain't that bad."
Yeah, it should have said. I don't know what the NFL is doing.
Yeah,
but yeah, that was going back to that Chiefs loss. It's a bad loss. Chiefs were up 14-0, right? They had a chance for a interception when they were up 14-0, didn't get it. Eventually, Jaguars score on that play where it should have been a turnover. Then it's the big pick 6 on the goal line, which is just a total game changer. Flips the entire game. Horrible throw. Because it was there. It was open. And for whatever reason, I don't know if the first read was somewhere else or if Mahomes hesitated. But initially it's there, and then he throws it. It's like, oh, my God, it's clearly a pick. So it was just a bad play. But with all that being said, they had a chance at the end. Mahomes took them on a beautiful drive down the field. They probably scored earlier than they wanted to be honest with you. Mm-hmm. But, you get down that close, what are you going to do? You know what I'm saying? You got to think that your defense, but you don't think that your kicker is going to kick it out of bounds.
Yeah.
You don't think that.
So what do you think about Chris Jones? A lot of people kind of down on Chris Jones. He kind of had a rough little start to the year.
I mean, he's our best defense. He's been our best defensive player for how long now? You know what I'm saying? It's like,
what about Kelsey?
Well, he got a foot. He don't got 1 foot out the door. He got a foot and a half out the door.
It seemed like it.
Yeah, he's ready. And look, man, he's an older dude. He plays tight end. He's not what he used to be. You know what I mean? Some of the other guys just got stuff to make plays. That's all it is to it for Kansas City now. Worthy's, Hollywood Browns, these guys. I think Hollywood made a big catch yesterday.
Yeah, Hollywood looking like receiver number one.
Yeah, he made a big catch. I didn't think they played bad. The interception was bad. But what they don't have though consistently is any type of real deep threat down the field. Like Hollywood at this point really ain't, like the vertical stuff really ain't there. They try to get it to Worthy. I'm not sure that I don't think Worthy's getting clean releases off the line. He's so small. I think they're able to kind of jam him up. He's not getting those clean releases to be able to use the speed. And I think he's one of those rare guys. I know you know this, Ross, where some guys, they're faster than they are quick. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sure really how quick. See, I think Travis Hunter is the opposite. I think Travis Hunter is quicker than he is fast. And I don't know how quick Worthy or just shifty Worthy is. You know what I'm saying? We know he's got straight line speed, but sometimes the quickness, you know what I'm saying, is probably in game might be better. Like take a Julian Edelman or a one of those type of guys who's not really super fast straight line, but can catch it in there and you know what I'm saying? Yes, you know what I'm saying? It's like they can catch you in there and they got some wiggle. I don't know if Worthy has that, at least at this point. At least he's not been showing it. So a lot of concerns in Kansas City though right now though. What happened? So you're done with the Ravens. They came to Houston, beat the Ravens 44-10, and it's just until I don't know if they can be able to hold it down until Lamar gets back.
Yeah, they decimated. I like the couple things that they tried today with trying to hold it together till Lamar's there. I don't know how long Lamar gonna be out. Cooper Rush threw 3 picks. He ain't it. Yeah, it's looking bad for Baltimore. I know our schedule isn't as crazy right now. They get a kind of good little stretch. Let me see.
Why haven't y'all brought anybody else in for quarterback? Y'all ain't bring nobody else in yet?
Well, Cooper Rush was who they brought in.
But I'm saying like at this point, he's, you got to get somebody else. Because they got the Rams next week. I got the Rams winning that game.
Yeah, for sure. So what you do is you go ahead and they probably lose to the Rams. They get a bye after that. You work on bringing Lamar back after the bye.
Who was that? The Bears after that?
Bears, Dolphins, Vikings, Browns, Jets.
That's a good little stretch right there. That's a 4-game win streak.
Even look at that. Jets, Bengals, that's 6. Pittsburgh, okay, you might split. Bengals again, 7. New England, 8. Pittsburgh, I think they split 9. So I still think as long as Lamar comes back and they do what they're supposed to do, it's still 9 wins on their roster.
Is that enough for a wild card spot?
If they was to win 9 of the next, that'd be tough.
That'd be tough. That's what I'm saying. That's tough for a wild card.
So at some point, you look at it: is it worth trying to fight that at best get a wild card, at best win 9 games, and then you still might miss? So I wouldn't be surprised these next couple games. If Baltimore lose, I wouldn't be surprised if they shut it down.
It could be a potential wild card game with the Chiefs and the Ravens. That'll be crazy.
Woo!
That would be crazy in a wild card.
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
Because I think if either team gets in, I think either team could go on a run.
Right.
Like nobody would want to play a Ravens team that's just now getting back healthy, makes the wild card, wins, and now you got to see your consolation for all this stuff you did all season is you get the Ravens coming to town.
Now there is one team in the AFC I think we respected a lot, and then we kind of fell off of them, and now I think they kind of showed they're legit. Denver, I was really impressed with Denver, bro. That defense is good. That defensive line, that Benito kid, he is the truth. I'm talking every series he getting pressure on Jalen. Bo Nix, what they was down 21-3 or something. They was down, I think, 19 points going into the fourth. Bo Nix figured it out.
They won 21-17.
Okay,
so they were down. They were down 17-0 going into the fourth. I'm sorry, 17-3. They were down 17-3 going into the fourth.
Walked them down. Sean Payton called a great game. I think Sean Payton's still got that gamesmanship. I was real impressed in Denver. I think Denver's legit. I think they're back.
I think that game was more about the Eagles, though, bro. The Eagles got some real issues in their receiver room. We know it. They got some real issues.
Physically, the way they was able to match up and dominate.
Yeah, but I think the Eagles
just take away Saquon.
I'm with you, but I just think that they got. I'm with you. I don't want to take away anything, but come on, Ross. Though, like this is one of the craziest plays I think I've ever seen in my life. We've never seen a guy do this on a damn Hail Mary. Like, that's your teammate. What are you doing, man?
Can't ask for a better opportunity.
You choke slammed your teammate. Choke slamming your teammate is crazy.
Stop.
Like, what do you do? Bro, on that situation right there, you gotta play the carom for a potential for that, because that ball is gonna get, if it gets tipped, you gotta be behind him, like, okay, I'm back here in case, because he's clearly going up. He's in front of you. What are you doing? What are you going up to go do? I feel like he knocked the ball out the most.
So he was playing defense on his own teammate.
I mean, I'm just showing you the tape. Whatever you want to do with that information.
I feel like if Devontae don't jump, AJ catches it.
I'm in front of him. What do you mean? You don't want me to jump? I'm right. I'm in front.
But look at it. Devontae, if Devontae don't jump, AJ catches it right in the body.
So what did you want Devontae to do then? He supposed to just stand there, turn around, and box somebody out? What you want him to do? He don't know where this dude is.
He supposed to go hit somebody.
Well, I think if AJ don't knock him in the head, he might come down with it.
So you think AJ was playing defense on his own team, right?
I don't know what AJ is doing. See, my thing is, I just like winning, right? I'm just a fan of winning. I don't know if AJ is a fan of winning. See, you got guys in sports, unfortunately, in life, shit. You got people that want to win, and then you got people that want to win their way. I just want to win the game. I don't give a damn if I got 20 points scored in this game or 0 points. I just want to win the game. Whatever I need to do to win the game, that's play defense today, fine. If that's hit the corner 3, fine.
Is that the truth?
Is what the truth?
I don't think nobody wants to win in spite of themselves.
What you mean? Say that again.
I don't think nobody. Only receivers do we ask that out of. It's like AJ Brown gets paid to catch touchdowns.
Correct.
AJ Brown got paid and got brought to the Eagles because he catch touchdowns. So don't play with his money, and now you paid him. You bring in Saquon. Now you kind of work him out. Like, I think it's unfair what they doing to AJ. I think it's unfair what they working him out of the offense to be able to justify whenever his next contract is up that he ain't worth the money. And it's kind of obvious.
Okay, so my only counter would be that they just won a Super Bowl and they started off this season 4-0. I mean, we're just trying to win the game. Like, we're winning. We just won the Super Bowl. We started off 4-0. Like,
right, but they won because they brought in this new toy, and now you got Saquon, and that's cool. Saquon got his money, but now you look at their offense, teams taking away Saquon. The reason why you got these two shiny toys at receiver is because when they take away Saquon, you should be able to do that. So if Denver takes away Saquon ain't doing what he normally do. Jalen ain't running the ball doing what he normally do. Now, we shouldn't have a scoreless fourth quarter where you got two number one receivers and you can't get on the ball. At one point, it was 5 punts in 5 minutes.
Devontae Smith had 8 receptions for 114.
And how many he had in fourth quarter when they got walked down?
Listen, I ain't got nothing to do with that. I'm telling you, the man had.
Hear me. It was 5 punts in 5 minutes. They was literally just going out there, 3 and out punt, 3 and out punt. So 5 punts in 5 minutes. You got
Jalen Hurts threw the ball 38 times, Ross. Devontae had 10 targets. A.J. Brown had 8 targets. I mean, like basically 20 targets between the two of them. I only threw the ball 38 times.
So who got
20 of those targets were to them. I
think.
I'm just saying, like, what's a fair number of targets for A.J. Brown? I mean, maybe he could have thrown it 10 and 10. I mean,
no, but it's in the key moments. Like it was one play where Jalen had AJ on the 3rd down underneath, and Jalen tried to run. I saw it. Me and the homie looked at each other, and they're like, "Oh, AJ wouldn't have got the 1st down." Well, you got to still throw it and give him the chance. Like you look at his other guys who are in his tax bracket. Yeah, Justin Jefferson. You look at Puka. You look the good coaches. They gonna CeeDee Lamb. He get his targets. The whole world know they gonna get their targets, and they still get their targets.
Yeah, but again, now you're talking about guys up until it's a little different with CD now because now Pickens is coming on. But you're talking about guys who are the clear-cut number one. That's just them. It's hard when you got 2 quote-unquote number ones to really spread the ball. I mean, again, Devontae had 114 yards. Huh?
Jamar Chase get his.
Okay, and the Bengals haven't been to the Super Bowl again. Like, they not lighting the world on fire. That's all, I just don't think in those moments that Jalen Hurts is thinking, I could throw this to AJ, but forget that. I'm just going to try to run for it. I think
it's all good, but it's been too many long stretches where we see their offense, which is probably the most talented offense in the whole NFL, be like stagnant, and they can't get AJ Brown and Devontae the ball when these are 2 guys we know that can get open. It's not. Okay, let me ask you. Ain't nobody complain and say, "Well, AJ, you ain't getting open." No, he's getting open. The plays just ain't coming to him.
Let me ask you this: Do you think Jalen Hurts? Where do you put Jalen Hurts in terms of just a thrower of the ball in the league? Like, if you would,
I think he's flawed.
Okay, and so I agree with that. And if you know that your quarterback, in terms of just a pure passer, is below the wherever the average is, he's a little bit maybe below that. I mean, I don't know what you want him to do. I mean, it's you know what I mean? It's like,
and the writing's been on the wall because we heard about it a couple weeks ago where they went the whole second half and didn't score a point or get a first down. Like this is something that's been progressively getting worse. So yeah, they've been able to win in spite, but it's the same way as Seattle when they was their defense was great and they was getting into it with the offense with Pete Carroll and all. It's only so many years where that defense gonna be top tier and they're gonna really be able to capitalize off of that. So it's like for AJ Brown and Devontae just as frustrated. He just the cameras ain't all on him.
I heard about him. Devontae. Here he go after the game right here. Let's go, Devontae.
There's been a lot of talk, obviously, about AJ this week. Here as teammate, you get to see a side of him we don't see. What is AJ like behind the scenes and as a teammate?
He's a great leader, and I mean, probably like most of the guys on this team, he wants what's best for the team. Things aren't necessarily going our way offensively, and I don't think there's nothing wrong with him wanting better in that situation. And I certainly feel the same way. Offensively, we need to be better, and I think there's nothing wrong with voicing that.
How do you go about it?
Everybody handles things differently. I control what I can control. The play calls are the play calls. The coverages we getting are the coverages. Sometimes things don't work out the way we want it to, and that's just that.
There you go.
So he don't like it either.
I mean, but this is why I go back to, Ross. I just want to win the game. I don't care if we win ugly by, whatever we got to do. If we got to win.
You and I have been on teams, and I know this is pickup basketball. Y'all, we referring to pickup basketball right now. Roy and I have been on teams where we playing bad basketball and the kids want to make it a lot more difficult than it got to be. And you can see the writing on the wall. Yeah, we won this game, but since he made them 2 bad shots, that's going to kill us in the end.
Facts.
You and I have both looked at each other and say that's going to be the reason we lose, is because he made them 2 bad shots that he shot. And now he going to go in the next game and think that's okay.
That's a fact.
And that's what happens. So the Eagles was able to win with Saquon and, play real vanilla. And Saquon played amazing that first year. He was voted the number 1 player in the whole NFL. So I get why. But now you look at year 2, and now these teams, even though they're 4-1, you look at the offense has gotten progressively worse, and these teams are not letting Saquon get loose the way he was last year. So this is the time where you got to utilize A.J. Brown. Like, he's still A.J. Brown. I'm in my prime. You're going to mess around and let me get old over here. Then when it's time to pay me, y'all going to say, oh, I lost the step. Like, we see what they do, bro. We seen it so many times.
But if you don't got a quarterback that can consistently get you the ball, I mean, you want us to? I mean, he threw the ball 38 times. How many passes you want him to throw? He threw 38 passes.
So there's no excuse for not being able to score a point in the fourth quarter.
No, I agree with you.
This is my whole thing. You was up 17 to what, 3?
17-3, yeah.
Why are you throwing the ball 38 times if it's not the A.J. Brown or Devontae Smith? You was up 17-3. Sound like clock control. Sound like run the ball 2 times, play action, catch A.J. Brown on the slant across the middle. Sounds like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what were you trying to do? I think what the Eagles have been trying to do is push Jalen into this realm of elite quarterbacks. And I think Jalen's a great winner. Like, he has all the intangibles that you want as a leader. But I just don't think Jalen is this elite quarterback where you throw him 38 times. I think we saw Jalen Hurts play his best football when they traded for A.J. Brown and added A.J. Brown into that offense. That's when Jalen Hurts was at his best.
This gives me some insight, though, into – and I know wide receivers can be different, but this does give me some insight into what it feels like the team, forget the coaches and the front office, but how the team feels about Jalen Hurts. Because even when take last year's Chiefs, for example, everybody kept saying they kept winning, but nobody said that Patrick Mahomes was playing well in terms of statistics, right? He wasn't playing well, putting up big numbers. But nobody on that team would ever question Patrick Mahomes and say, man, I don't know. He need to be doing, you know what I'm saying? He need to get, when we trying to get the ball. Because it's, you know what I'm saying? It's same thing with like a Allen or Lamar Jackson. Ain't nobody gonna come out, man, Lamar, he looking to run too. You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody's doing it. I think those guys, for whatever reason, right, feel a little bit more comfortable, or maybe they don't feel like Jalen, to your point, is necessarily that guy or that he deserves to be, which is weird for me because I would like to hear them say, yo, Two's our guy. You know what I'm saying? We had a rough game. Two gonna get it together. We're gonna be straight. We're gonna be all right.
The coaching. I think they don't feel like the coaches. I think the coaching and maybe it's because the type of guys that the Eagles go after, and they all kind of like the same thing that make you great. We look at it with Seattle. Back in the Legion of Boom days, I look at this team similar to that team. The defense is great. The quarterback is a game manager. You know, Jalen Hurts is right into that Russell Wilson at the early point of his career stage. Similar, same thing. Nothing, not overly amazing, but he's not going to lose you the game.
Right.
I think that's where Jalen's at. Think he'll make big plays, but he's not going to lose you the game. But I think the receivers know, like, one, we seeing this in practice. Two, there is a hierarchy they know when one guy is different than others. We all are good at what we do. Like, A.J. Brown ain't walking around there acting like he better than everybody. and them dudes going for that. No, they know AJ is the man. Devontae know, that's big bro. And when he eats, we hard to beat, and everybody else's job is gonna be easier. They know that. Like, and if they didn't, trust me, you see what your team did to Houston. When you walk around to my boy in Houston, when you walk around thinking you the man and you ain't the man, they gonna humble you. AJ ain't walking around there beating on his chest because he ain't the guy. AJ is the guy. They know that offense. It should be Saquon, AJ. Now you got Devontae. Now you got Goddard. Now you got Jalen scrambling.
I'm just saying,
AJ and
but look though, Devontae got 10 targets. AJ got 8 targets. Goddard got 10 targets. I mean, like how many passes y'all won a game? That's 28 passes to those 3 guys.
In the fourth quarter, when we couldn't score a point, come to me. We play basketball. Think about it. If we was up 20 points and you already had 20 on the game, and we up 20, and we let a team walk us down 20, you gonna say I was cooking. Y'all iced me out. Golly, I done dropped 20. Let me at least try to keep it still in the game.
I'm with you.
So that's what AJ's saying. Golly, I got 10 catches in the first 3 quarters.
I just feel like they're talking like a team that hasn't had any success. They've been to 2 Super Bowls with this young man, and they just won the last one. That's the only thing for me that's weird.
That want to win the Super Bowl every year. That's
what I'm with you, but they just like they. Oh, well, let's see how it plays out. I hope everybody. I really like the Philadelphia Eagles. I like Jalen Hurts a lot as a human being. I think he's a really good dude. With so many African American quarterbacks always taking a lot of flag. I think he does everything correctly. That don't mean he's a great quarterback, but I think he does everything correctly off the field. You know what I'm saying? He poised. You know what I'm saying? Everything he went through in college, he handled that great. You know what I'm saying? With everything from Bama and then going to OU, he handled that whole situation perfectly. So I got a lot of respect for how he handles his business. And, he an H-Town cat. So, so I got a rep for the city. You know what I'm saying? I ain't going to let y'all do my boy like that, dog. Pause. All right, let's go here because I know that you've been itching to talk some college football from this pack.
Yeah, go ahead and change the background to the swamp, man. Background to the swamp, man. Everybody from Texas that went to the swamp, they all want to say, "Oh, it's the toughest place we done been. Oh, we done been to Ohio State. We done been to Bama." Go look at all your little Texas news media outlets.
Who said that? It had nothing to do with
Gainesville. Everybody wanted to go see Arch. You know what I'm saying? And I think we're responsible for the end of Arch Manning. I think after this game, y'all gonna want him out of there. I think he might be on his way out of Austin. Yeah,
Arch can't play.
He don't even look like he's a Power 5 quarterback. He looked like he belonged at Louisiana Tech somewhere.
My homeboy used to say all last year when we were watching Ewers play, and I used to be like, man, this team can win the national championship, but I don't like Ewers ain't the guy at quarterback. And he used to say, well, hey, dude, if Arch is so good, why can't he beat out Ewers? I used to say that. I'm the homeboy. And I used to be like, well, hold on. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, Ewers is an upperclassman. He had just took them on a deep run the year before. Maybe he came back to school. He's maybe earned the right to start. But no, it was just he was the better quarterback. He was just the better quarterback between the two. Especially if this is what we're seeing from Arch. Technically, this is his junior year, right? So this is what we're seeing from him now. I can only imagine how he looked as a freshman and a sophomore. Arch can't play. His decision-making is slow. I did say a couple of weeks ago I was done with them after they play. I think it was like Sam Houston or somebody, and they won, but it wasn't like super dominant. So I was like, I'm done. I also said that he has way more Eli in him than Peyton, not from a perspective of like Eli wasn't a great college quarterback, but just from that like goofy look on his face. Like he don't know what the F is going on all the time. He just like, I'm watching, like how many times did he get sacked? And people were like, man, our O-line didn't play well. I don't know. I don't think Arch.
and it should have been about 12, but they said 4 of them didn't count because he fell forward.
But some of those sacks, I'm watching. You know, if it's one thing that UT does every year is put offensive linemen in the NFL. So I'm not going to sit back and say, well, I don't know, we ain't got no O-line. No, bro, you got to be able to hit your progressions and get the ball out of there. It's like he doesn't
going into that game. We had
that's
3.
what I'm saying. It's like he doesn't see it or have the confidence to see it and let it go. I don't know. And with that being said, somehow late in that game, it was still winnable. It was right there, and it was still winnable. And right on cue, he threw a pick. Right on cue, he threw a pick. It was like, you can't make this stuff up. You just can't make it up. Defensively, I was upset with Texas as well. I couldn't be too harsh on them because offensively, the offense wasn't consistent enough to where the defense could stay off the field. But we couldn't guard that freshman y'all had. What's the kid's name? Wilson? Was it Wilson? What was his
Dallas
name?
Wilson, baby.
We couldn't guard.
Dallas Wilson, first game. That was the first game.
We couldn't guard. We couldn't guard. I don't know. I don't know if we have no scouting report on him. I was looking around like, I don't know what's going on with this kid, but we couldn't guard him. That was pathetic.
Lagway played a good game too. Y'all couldn't control Lagway.
Lagway, I can't knock no, but nothing. Listen, Florida's defense for me won the game though. Like what they did defensively was special. But to your point, because I think Texas at one point came down. I think they had like a big score. I think it was
y'all was down 8. Y'all had the ball with a chance to go tied up.
Yeah, and Arch is trash. But even in that third quarter, I thought it was really big because I think y'all had kicked it. So y'all were up 19-7 at half. Mm-hmm. The third quarter, Texas came out and they scored a touchdown. Mm-hmm. And it was 19-14. And Lagway came right back, and I think he threw a deep ball.
That's when Wilson scored.
Like a deep, it was like a 50-some yarder.
So they threw the deep. So when we came back, that's whenever he went deep to the other freshman, Vernell Brown, and then Wilson ran the post in the end zone. And then that was huge. Next possession, a couple possessions later, he throws the 52-yarder where Wilson broke the tackles and ran on the sideline.
Yeah, but the one before that was the one I felt like really broke Texas' momentum, because if Texas right there, they scored, it was 14-19. Mm-hmm. If they can get a stop there, get the ball back and get a field goal or something, maybe Florida kind of, but when they came right back, boom, boom, I was like, yeah, that's probably it.
But, tell me this, though. I've been telling you, y'all, if y'all been tapped in, my complaints about my Gators, it was too much on Lagway's plate, getting in third and long situations, trying to throw the ball, not running the ball. Did you see our running back? He
went over 100.
He's unbelievable. Yeah, nobody all year ain't tackled him one-on-one. So they finally ran him early on. He got us rolling, kicked a couple field goals, which we should have been doing. Got a good field goal kicker. And then really, so us Gator fans, we've been kind of frustrated with some of our upperclassmen. What Napier did, and he always does it when it's back against the wall, he sat them jokers down and played all the freshmen. All our receivers, he started the 2 freshmen, and he played the sophomore, Mizell, who scored a touchdown. So he went with the youth. You got to look at what we had out there. Lagway's the sophomore, running back sophomore, 2 freshman receivers, a sophomore receiver. So he went with the youth, and they just went out there and played football. Like, it's like they just went out there and played free football. I think Lagway didn't have to think too much. Didn't have to be Superman. Got to just go there and play football. It's his best game yet. With that being said, the scary thing with my Gators, we go to Texas A&M next week. The good thing is I get to hold this over all y'all in Texas for a whole year. So don't talk about nothing. We are sorry. Y'all came to the swamp. Y'all got to see, what happens in the swamp. Only the Gators come out alive. I love it. I love
it was bad. It's over for Texas. Yeah, they got to regroup this year. They won't. This
Ooh,
is
y'all got OU next week.
and OU looks real. They beat the crap out of Mississippi State. OU did.
So
I thought that was going to be a little closer. It was like 30-something to 9, I think.
I think we put the what to do out on Arch. I think it's only down from here. I give them about 2 more weeks.
Texas was number 9 in the country. After that loss, that dropped them totally out of the top 25.
Yeah.
Dropped them
I
totally.
think even with that though, we got to really go back and kind of. I need to see what made y'all have so like for them to be this off with everybody. I'm not even just gonna be hard on Texas.
Well,
Lagway, they was off with him. The kid from Penn State, off with him.
Yeah, they got back-to-back 2 bad losses back-to-back weeks.
South Carolina, off with him.
Mm-hmm.
Klubnik at Clemson, he ain't ready. We got to really go back and look at who is it? Paul Feinbaum and Kirk Herbstreit and all these guys that we just take their word for it when they say, "Oh yeah, this kid's gonna be real good." Like, no, they're not. Right now, it's about go and play football. Hey, I like the boy at A&M better than all of them. Hey, you know what I want to say? Give me the black kid from the projects that played pick it up and run it, man. You know what I'm saying? Give me the brother. You know
what question I got for you though? How good is Ohio State? Do we think that they're really that good?
They're that good. I don't think they're that good.
Because Texas played Ohio State at the shoe 14-7. And it was a winnable game.
I think what y'all didn't pretty much put into play that Ohio State started a true freshman also. So that was his first game, the same way that was Arch's first game.
Yeah.
So you really didn't see a high-powered, great Ohio State. It was still Ohio State talent-wise, but they quarterback, they was protecting him as well. Because y'all went in that game as the favorite on the road.
Well, we've been to a lot of games with the favorite. We're just not – Texas is just not very good. I'm cool on Texas. I'm good. I'm moving on to basketball season. We'll see what we can do on the basketball.
Okay, what do you think about Sark, real quick?
Yeah, I think Sark's time might be up as well. Because, see, my thing, I'm consistent. And I said this about Deion Sanders over there at Colorado. People are blaming the quarterback at Colorado. Oh, man, he can't throw. Y'all recruited him, right? So, Sark, you recruited these guys. The problem at Texas in the Sark era has been the quarterback position. That's been everywhere else we've been solid. We played for the national title last year. We lost in the semifinals the year before that. We've been right there. For me, the quarterback position is the one position. Our quarterback didn't even get. He came back to school to up the draft stock. Did he get drafted? I think went 7th round. Or did he even get drafted? Ewers.
Yeah, it was like.
Yeah, he got you're for as many great quarterbacks that have come out of the state of Texas, and you're the University of Texas, you should be able to throw a rock and get you a quarterback that can play. The fact that we at the quarterback position have not gotten it right, because you look around
across the water to Oklahoma.
I mean, but you look at the rest of the positions, right? And look who we put in the league, right? We got Golden over there playing, who playing well for Green Bay.
No, but what I'm noticing is y'all have troubles getting a quarterback, and then Oklahoma come out with a quarterback from Texas.
But most of Oklahoma's team is from, from Texas. But yes,
looking at all these great quarterbacks they send to the league, they are from Texas.
Yeah, every school,
Nate Baker,
all these cats ever since the Vince Young to Colt McCoy run, it's just been I don't know what we're doing at the quarterback position. I just genuinely don't have a clue what we're doing with quarterbacks at the University of Texas. We just don't get good quarterbacks down there that want to go play for them.
Well, a lot of criticism has gone to the running back also. They were saying maybe y'all got to look at running back. I will say he wasn't really hitting the hole the way he was. I like Wisner. He was tiptoeing. I think we was hitting out there. We was hitting out.
My only issue though is that when we had Bijan a couple of years ago, motherfucker was a top 10 pick in the draft that we had that running back and we couldn't get it done. It's like, so, we've consistently still gotten solid backs, solid skill positions. Defensively, we put a lot of corners, you know what I'm saying, in the league still. The quarterback position. And that's it for Arch. For me, I'm done with Arch. Sark, Sark, he needs to come out with a statement real quick talking about that they got some eyes or they getting a commitment from a 5-star quarterback. I need to hear it quick. I need to hear it quick.
Arch coming back if he wants to.
So what? He can come back if he wants to. We got a nice little clipboard right here waiting for you if you want to come. Listen, Austin is a fun place to go to school. You can go hang out and party. Matthew McConaughey comes to the games. You know, that's a cool place to be. But you're not going to be starting quarterback.
You think his whole NFL campaign they was going to put on is over?
You just watched the game, didn't you? You just watched the game? Like, what? NFL?
I love that. I love that.
Look, if I'm nothing, I'm a realist.
It happened.
Ewers looks way. I don't think, and I was never an Ewers fan. I don't know if I ever saw Ewers look that bad any point in his tenure at Texas. Was, and Arch is supposed to be a guy who can move and have some athleticism.
And that looked bad in the second quarter. It was bad early.
Yeah, I'm cool on Arch. I don't, I'm done with this with the season. But this would be a season, though, historically, this would be a year where Texas beats OU. When OU is like, whenever one of those teams is like having a great year, the other team typically wins when one team is like going crazy. So we'll see.
And I wish we had some of these old shows. We might have to go through and bring some clips back. Man, I was telling y'all he wasn't nothing but a runner.
I don't think he does that good though.
If he was black, they would be on him. Still, they blaming. I've been trying to find. Okay, who's gonna be the first media personality that's gonna come out and really tell what it? Now Shannon Sharp's been trying to, and that's because he just want to find some relevancy again. But from the guys that's really on TV and really in position, I don't know if it's loyalty to his uncles, or what. They will not say nothing. Even right now, they're coming out. They're saying, "Oh, it's not Archer's fault with the expectations, that we put on him. He didn't ask for the last name Manning." Now, where was all this for Sanders?
Oh, no, it was all there. It was the same thing that Shador got. Nobody said nothing about Shador.
But at least Shador was going 400 yards.
Oh, Shador's way better than Arch, man. You get nothing from me. Arch can't play. I'm not going to defend Arch at all. He can't. You
said Shador go and put up big numbers against you. You say you gonna say, "Oh, it's the Big 12." Man, like you say, Arch ain't had a good game against Sam Houston State.
Agreed. That's what I was gonna say. I was judging Shador based on projecting going to the league. We're done with projecting Arch. We're done there. He's not going to the league. But I was judging Shador based on, okay, I got to project you going to the league. You're playing against Big 12 teams who aren't that good, so I don't know how that translates. Arch, he can't play. He don't got a big arm. He's not accurate. It's just
Lagway was struggling going into that. The whole narrative that the media was ready to push was about Lagway and the turnovers. Look at night and day how he looked with Arch.
I mean, he did still throw a pick, but But Arch threw too. Arch threw too. Huh?
You talking about the pick that Lagway threw?
Yeah. What about?
Yeah, I mean, it was like I take those. I'm saying
Arch
he
threw
hurt
too.
in the second quarter, and he stayed in the pocket and was getting the ball out on time.
No, he played. No. Lagway played well. He played well. Look, man, Texas ain't good. It just is, it is what it is. I'm not going to try to defend none of that. Texas is terrible. They're not good.
Okay, how impressed were you with LSU? I mean, not LSU. I'm sorry, Miami. I'm sorry. I'm TV.
say this about Miami. I ain't gonna lie to you. I got a lot of respect for the poise that Carson Beck has showed. Everything that he went through last year at Georgia, right? Remember he came into the year last year as the front runner for the Heisman. And he lost that within like the first couple of weeks. That was done. You know what I'm saying? Wasn't no more Heisman talk. For him to transfer from over there, come to the the ACC, where we understand that Carson Beck ain't playing against the best competition in the country in the ACC. But now to go into these types of rivalry games with Florida State, 20 for 27, 4 touchdowns, no picks. I mean, the defense is better than it was a year ago, which ain't saying much because it was historically bad last year. If they played this type of defense last year,
wouldn't play at all last year.
You know what I'm saying? They would have been much better off had they played this type of defense last year. They're going to make the playoff. For them, Ross, it's going to be seeding. Who do they get? Do they get one of these SEC teams in the first round? Because if so, they might lose. They might be out for them. If they get a Georgia, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, Alabama, but like
I think Oklahoma's the one in the
Oklahoma.
SEC.
They get Oklahoma. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if you want that. And you know what I'm saying? But if they can get a draw where they can get, like a Boise State from last year, they can get like one of those teams in that first round. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they can depending on it's just going to be how the bracket is set up for them. What are they ranked right now? Let me see. Because they're 3.
They were. They could have went up.
Let me take a look. Let me see where they got them at. What the fuck am I on? Rankings. There we go. They are at they're 2, so they did go up. So it would be right now Ohio State will be on one side of the bracket. They will be on the other. Yeah, I think it's just gonna be about seeding because who do they play in that bracket? Because look at the teams that are under. So it's a what? How many teams in the playoff? 18 playoff, right?
12.
Oh, it's 12 now. 12 team playoff. So, again, Georgia right now is number 10 in the country. So what if what if you have to get like a Georgia in that playoff in the first round? I don't think that Carson Beck wants to see his old team in that first round.
Alabama,
you know what I'm saying? But if they can get lucky and get like an Indiana, or if they can get, I know Tennessee is playing better, but or if they can get a Georgia, like Georgia Tech is number 13. Let's say they can get a Georgia Tech. So it's gonna be about for me with them, but they do got some talent though, bro. They got a good team. They got some good skill position.
Yeah, that receiver they got Tony. He's a stud. Defensive line, both ends are good. I rarely give any credit to Miami. Miami's legit. They're a good football team. Looking at how they did us and then how they turn around and did Florida State, I'm like, okay, maybe Miami just really was that good. Like I take a little bit back about that Miami game. Like maybe they're really that good.
How about UCLA with the biggest upset of the weekend, beating number 7 Penn State 42-37?
Yeah. So Nico came alive.
Did he come alive?
He dominated. You saw those highlights. He was running all over them boys.
I mean, if that's what he thinks, I mean, if that's his game, I guess. Okay.
Stats. What was his stats?
7. He was 166 yards passing, 128 yards rushing, 3 touchdowns, 3 rushing touchdowns, 2 passing touchdowns.
They ain't want to tackle him. You let this kid run for 128 yards, 3 touchdowns on the rushing. Like I saw he was running middle of the field. Like he was just he looked like Lamar Jackson at Louisville. I think Penn State, this has kind of become a recurring thing with James Franklin. They lose games that they shouldn't lose. They lose the big games that they should win. I think inconsistency. They're always, I don't know why, going to get the benefit of the doubt at the beginning of the year. They always going to be one of the teams they tell us, oh, yeah, Penn State. Oh, they always – and they do have talent because they send guys to the league and they end up being good. But never in my life since I've been alive have I seen Penn State actually pan out and do what they told us they were going to do. So I'm done with believing in Penn State. Good for him. Franklin probably deserved to get fired.
Yeah, you can't keep losing these types of games and having the talent that you have. So I'm with you. I think he, it's funny because these coaches now, these hot seats are shifting around. I think the coach at Bama got himself some time with getting another win against Georgia. UCLA coach lost his job, obviously. I think Florida, I think his seat is kind of cooled off a little bit with that Texas win. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens the rest of the season. But yeah, I think over there at Penn State, we might have an opening over there though. We might have an opening because they coming into the last 3-4 years, they got a lot of expectations and it's not panning out. So,
you look at what they're producing to the NFL.
Yeah,
like you have Michael Parsons, you got Saquon Barkley. We look at you. You got guys.
Yeah,
and like they ain't never win nothing in college. You like, dang, y'all had all that.
Yeah, I'm with you. Before we leave college, I got to do it. I ain't gonna go in because it's beating the dead Buffalo.
Leave them alone, man. Leave them alone.
They beating the dead Buffalo, but Colorado did lose to TCU. Shout out to Funky Town, Fort Worth. They start off the game kind of like my Chiefs did. They were up 14-0, and then from there they were outscored 35-7 the remainder of the game after that. And it was ugly.
That's why Finesse 2 times was in Fort Worth. He was at the game.
I get probably so. Yeah, Finesse was out there. He ain't got to check in. Say he ain't got to check in.
He probably with the mob. Mob ties got some connections with Colorado. You know what I'm saying?
Don't put that on Colorado, bro.
It's all in the family. You know what I mean? You hear me? They got some family.
It ain't go well though for Colorado. The quarterback Salter doesn't seem like he's the answer. And sometimes I know, and I don't want to disrespect the kid, but sometimes guys, how can I say this? Because I'm a guy that didn't go to a big school when I played in college. But sometimes guys are playing on certain levels for a reason, right? No disrespect, but sometimes you know what I'm saying. Like those step ups are difficult. At Liberty last year, he was at Liberty. He had a really good run. You know what I'm saying? He was able to put up numbers, getting stuff done with his arm and his legs. Pause. It don't look the same. It don't look the same. I don't know if it's the system. I don't know what it is, but he looks like, even on the throws, like he threw a deep touchdown pass to Miller in, I think, the fourth quarter. But the pass was underthrown. Like Miller had to come back and get it. It was a poorly thrown pass, we're being honest. But with that being said, they recruited him in the transfer portal, paid him, I think, from what I heard, I heard upwards of $500,000 is what they gave him to come over there in the transfer portal. So, they saw something and it ain't panning out. It ain't panning out.
Yeah, it's over for Colorado. I'm rooting for Coach Prime to just get out of there, man. He was in pain, and I just got a notification that he had another procedure. Yeah, I think at this point, man, it's like, what are you trying to prove? Guys love football, and that's cool. I never played football, so I can't tell nobody when to walk away. But just from the outside looking in, like the first couple of years, it looked like Deion was having fun. It don't look like Deion having fun. It don't look like this is not a burden on him. Like it looks like it's, and not just on him, like mentally, like his health. Like he out there walking with one shoe. Like he having a foot procedure, like on his feet and his legs. Like, man, you don't need to be standing on no sideline at Colorado on that sorry team. Like, bro, go enjoy yourself. Go enjoy your life. You know what I'm saying? I just, some guys, once you in it, it's like I gotta prove to everybody, and I just don't want Deion to get caught up into that, trying to prove to everybody, like, bro, you won, bro. You was everybody's favorite team for 2 years. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? You came and shook the scene. You did it. Walk away, please.
Yeah, it feels like it's probably over. The buzz ain't the same. Going back to what we're talking about with Arch, they brought in a 5-star, right? At quarterback, the Juju kid. Is like, can he not beat out Salter? You know what I'm saying? Why is he not playing? No disrespect to Salter, but can he not? Because if he can't beat him out, then it's like, damn, you're saying this is the best option you got? You know what I mean? And that don't look good. Now, because I think between the two quarterbacks, not pocket watching, but they got somewhere between 1.5 and 1.7 million. I think they paid Juju like a little over $1 million to come there. Right. It's a lot of money we got wrapped up in quarterbacks. You know what I'm saying? Somebody got to be able to play. Right. So, but I'm with you though with the health stuff, because he's saying he thinks he got more blood clocks in his.
Like he don't even have that same charisma.
Yeah, it's hard to have all that charisma when you're getting your ass toe up, though, Ross. Pause. Exactly. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie to you. When you're getting your ass toe up, it's kind of hard to be charismatic.
It's hard to give them prayers and them quotes.
Yeah, you can't come out there with all the dancing and all that when you're getting your ass handed to you every week. You know, and it ain't gonna get better this Saturday. They got number 22 Iowa State this Saturday, so it ain't gonna be good this week.
Hard to say you lost. Matter of fact, you got your ass beat.
You dig? So it's like. Yeah, it's gonna get worse before it get better over there. And they got some talent. The Seton kid, the left tackle, he's gonna be a top pick in the draft, I believe. I think he's a sophomore, true sophomore this year. So he got to play one more year, but I think he's gonna be probably a top 10, top 20. I think he's gonna be a first round pick in the draft at tackle. He looks legit. They got a couple guys at skill positions that can play. I like the Amarion Miller kid is pretty good at receiver. Defensively, though, is where they lack it. And it's sad because the DBs might be the worst. The DBs and the linebackers are the worst position on the team.
Terrible.
And it's like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, but that's the worst. No disrespect to those kids. But yeah, we'll see what happens. All right, let's go here. Let's talk some hip hop, Ross. I don't know if you saw this, bro. Breaking news. Versus is back. Did you see this?
No.
Versus is back. And it's time to turn up on this Versus. October 25th, live from Las Vegas. The battle we all been wanting to see, we thought we'd never see. Cash Money Records versus No Limit Records. Let's go. It's up.
Oh, that's fire.
Cash Money versus No Limit.
Oh, that's fire. Oh, man. Woo. Okay, so let's just go over this real quick. No Limit can't use Mystical though, right?
Why not?
You know, he got some.
Well, it ain't got nothing to do with me, dog. We trying to win this. We trying to win this Versus.
I think a lot of people don't know No Limit got Mystical. Is Snoop Dogg gonna ride with No Limit for this one?
He was signed to No Limit.
Ooh, if we get a Snoop Dogg appearance,
definitely gonna get a Snoop Dogg appearance.
Snoop Dogg appearance. And then Cash Money. It's a Cash Money. So is that Young Money, Cash Money? Is that Drake, Nicki?
That's the thing I don't know. I don't know where we're going with Cash Money. Because it can't be Cash Money and Young Money, because at that point they can just play Drake the whole time and watch No Limit. Let's be real.
You got Drake, Nicki,
Wayne. I mean, Wayne, you got that with the Cash. So I don't know where they're gonna go with this.
I don't know if we count Drake and Nicki, because
I think they're doing it when they were who they were at back then. I think it's gonna be like the Hot Boy era Cash Money versus No Limits, the No Limit Soldiers. You did?
Okay.
Because No Limit ain't had no artists in 20 years.
So you talking Manny Fresh, Baby, Turk, BG, and Juvie.
And Wayne. And Wayne. Because Wayne is on, Wayne is still, you know what I'm saying? I think Wayne is in play.
And that was, for people who don't know, for all the kids watching, that was like some deadly New Orleans stuff right there. No Limit kind of kicked the door down, and then Cash Money came in right behind them. No Limit, me personally, we can't minimize Cash Money's music, but me personally, like learning about Master P and kind of how he, played the game and really gave the game to a lot of dudes. I even was listening to an interview the other day, and the dudes from the Bay was saying how business-minded P was, and he went and soaked up some game from the Bay and came back and really took it next level. I like No Limit's story a little better. I think it kind of stayed peaceful.
Yeah.
You know, everybody fell out with Birdman. You know, I don't know if a lot of them guys who are gonna be on stage together really like each other. I seen dudes walking off while Birdman talking.
Right.
I seen Birdman falling asleep mid-sentence. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's a fact.
So I think No Limit kind of held themselves over time a little bit better, but Cash Money, you know, they took it further. I think it'd be good, but music-wise, it's not even close.
Yeah, I think this is what we're gonna see right here. This Hot Boy run of Cash Money right here versus the No Limit Soldiers. I think that's what we're gonna see. Free
music-wise, it's not even close.
I don't know. I can't just say they finna just wash him. I can't just say.
All right, so Master P, give me his best shit. I love P. Make him say,
well, you got Miss
No Limit
Ice Cream. You got Mr. Ice Cream, man. Ghetto Dope. Man, P got some shit.
Is that going toe to toe with Juvie?
Yeah, I mean 400 Degrees. I think is a classic.
400 Degrees is a classic.
Yeah, I think 400 Degrees is a classic. But I just think that, like, you know, they got a catalog over there. I think they gonna have to play some Mystical records. I don't. Without Mystical, they 100% have no chance without anything Mystical. So it's gonna be interesting how the Mystical things work, because Mystical is the only one. Well, I don't know if they can. So with all that shake your ass, I don't know if he was on No Limit at that time with all that drop with Pharrell. I don't think he's No Limit at that time.
But what about nah. Here I go.
Oh yeah, the man right chair. Yeah, all that's gonna be. Yeah. Master P, listen. Master P got that. So
ain't gonna lie, they gotta come out first song to that. Doom, doom, doom.
Master P. So
this how my boy Bernie Mac walked on stage.
Oh yeah. Master P got body. Make him say, how you do that there? Bounce that ass, thug girl. I got the hookup. Mr. Ice Cream Man, Ghetto Heroes. Break them off some Bourbons and Lax. Man, he got some joints, bro. That's just P.
But listen,
Bourbons and Lax might be one of my favorite joints. This is for the Bourbons and the Cadillac. He got some joints.
That ain't touching Juvie, dog.
I mean, I'm a big Juvie, but that's what I'm saying, though. I don't know what Juvie songs, though, because when was Juvie? Is all that like rodeo and is all that Cash Money? I don't know if that's all still Cash Money. You know what I'm saying? Like, kind of same thing with the Mystical stuff. So when you get, 400 Degrees is Cash Money.
So what about BG?
I never really was a big BG fan. He got some joints, though. I personally, I was never a big BG fan.
My favorite was
never a big BG fan.
My favorite was Turk. Turk was going crazy.
Yeah, Turk was. I mean, look, it's gonna be on the No Limit. I'm sorry, on the Cash Money side, Juvie and Wayne is gonna really, you know what I'm saying, do some heavy lifting. And then plus we got all the songs together though. They got a bunch of songs with the crew.
With the pimp,
Still Fly. Yeah, listen, it's gonna be crazy. I think it's gonna be dope. You know what I'm saying? I think it's gonna be dope.
Give me a project shit. Give me a hood rat shit.
Yeah, give me a project shit. Yeah.
Come on, bro. That shine from my head down to my shoes. Come on, dog.
Look, it's gonna be crazy. Like I said, I just don't know when. I don't know how they're going to. The Mystical thing is very, very interesting. I'll say that.
It's going to be very much Jeezy versus Gucci. No Limit going to come out with dig up your dead homie.
Damn.
they just going to have to go way disrespectful. They're going to have to do what Gucci did. Gucci was down by 4 rounds. And he said, okay, I'm going to just do this one for the streets. Watch this. Gucci went off script. That's what No Limit gonna have to do. They're gonna start talking all type of street shit we ain't never heard of.
Yeah, see, I don't know if he was still No Limit. I don't know when the, what I'm saying? I don't know what kind of deal he had with the No Limit. Because I don't know if he can do all the, the joints with Pharrell, the Shake Your Ass and the, you know what I'm saying? Danger. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, I'm about to bounce back. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know. But it's gonna be fun though. That's gonna be fun. That's gonna be a fun versus right there. I can't wait to see that versus. That's gonna be hot.
So I wonder is that one of the ones that's gonna be, because you remember the beauty of versus when it first started, it was live on Instagram.
Right.
We was all in the house because of COVID, so we was all on our phones, and that was when D Nice and all them people, Tory Lanez, would go live, and we would all be sitting on our phone. I remember literally holding my phone, sitting there watching the verses, like trying to make sure your phone was charged up. So now, is this going to be something where it's only tickets, or are they going to, like, it'd be dope if maybe they streamed this on Amazon or something? Kind of like Kendrick did the Pop Out. You remember the Pop Out on Amazon? We got to see where they're going to stream this, because I think people want to watch this. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, this is fun. This right here, if they do it correctly and everybody's chill and do their thing, this is dope for the culture right here. This is for the culture.
So this something people your generation.
Oh man,
on a whatever day. So that's October 25th. Let's see what actual day that is.
That's a Saturday.
So on a Saturday night, people your generation, y'all gonna go sit in front of y'all computer or TV, pour you up a little drink, and y'all gonna watch this.
Well, not me personally, because I got a birthday party to go to that Saturday. But yeah, theoretically though, yes. Because I can't wait for them to play that fuck them other niggas.
Because the kids don't understand. This is something that's like you and I's generation. The kids, they don't know nothing. Don't know limit.
That's why I say Snoop got to come out. So Snoop gonna definitely come out and do his verse on fuck them other niggas. He definitely got to do that.
Have Kai and them little AMP niggas gonna show up or something.
Yeah, this is gonna be hard. It's gonna be actually really interesting too, because like a lot of those songs I haven't heard live, just to hear how the songs sound. You know, some stuff it sounds dated. You know what I'm saying? It's like you still like it, but it just sounds a little dated. So it's gonna be interesting to hear, like you were saying, the Cash Money to Still Fly. How does that sound now in 2025? You know what I'm saying? How does the Man Right Here sound? You bring up a great point though. How does the Mystical thing play? Because he's a
scraper. He's a scraper.
Yeah, it's like, what do you do with that? Because how do you have No Limit without Mystical?
And today's climate, like, let's say they go in there and they really like play the Mystical. That could go. You know what I'm saying? Like that. That could go left. Hey, that's verses no more. They just go out there and say, bump it. We're gonna play the Mystical, and next thing you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't know what Silk the Shocker gonna do on there, because Silk, Silk was known. Silk was the first offbeat rapper. I know that they got younger rappers now that do it, but Silk was the first offbeat rapper. That was his thing.
One I like though. That's cool. He had the one.
You want a lover and a friend.
That's cool. To the end.
Yeah. Yeah. I forgot about that joint. He got the joint with him and Maya. See, right? With verses, before we move on, with verses, the thing also is, how do you arrange your songs? You know what I'm saying? Where do you put what you gonna put certain stuff up against? You know what I'm saying?
Right, because it'll kill your whole song. Like we've seen where guys have performed bigger songs. Look at Dipset versus the Lox.
Yeah.
Dipset would come out and perform a bigger song, and the Lox would come out and do a freestyle, and it just would hit because it's New York. So you gotta be able to play the crowd. You gotta be able to cut the vocals and rap your shit every once in a while. You know what I'm saying? Some songs sound better a cappella, and you might just cut the music and just rap your verse. some songs you might just sit back and let the song play because you know y'all really can't perform it as good as it would sound if y'all just let it play. So yeah, it's a lot of strategy in it. I've watched probably majority of all the verses I've seen where showmanship does play a lot. So I think
that's the thing. I want to see who's gonna go.
whoever can walk in the most in shape, whoever can walk in the most flyest. Like I've seen dudes get they laughed Jewels off the stage just for having a bad outfit. you remember Jewels had the bad outfit, and it was like nothing he did that night could fly because his outfit was so trash. You know what I'm saying?
And also with verses, they flip. So whoever goes first, they go first the first 10 songs, and then it's supposed to be the last 10 songs, the other side goes first. So that's a big thing as well, right? Because like if you're Cash Money, where do you put Back That Ass Up? Because no Limit has nothing to touch Back That Ass Up.
Last song. That's the last one. For
okay, so you're gonna play that. So see, if I'm No Limit, but see, that's what I'm thinking though, because I'm thinking if I'm Cash Money, I'm thinking No Limit is thinking that I'm gonna play that last. Maybe I put it in a different spot just to, because I think Cash Money might have a run where like, because if No Limit's gonna hold some bombs back, because they like, okay, they're gonna play this. It's gonna be interesting the placement. Because once they play Back That Ass Up, that's an automatic win that round. Ain't nothing that No Limit can do about that. Make them say, ain't gonna get it. Ain't gonna get it.
No Limit got about 7-8 automatic wins. Cash Money got about 7-8 automatic wins. No Limit be happy if they win six rounds.
Dang.
Yeah.
How much Wayne? See, that's the thing. How much Wayne are they gonna go? Are they gonna go like Carter 1 Wayne? Carter, like how much Wayne is gonna be?
It's the good thing though. Cash Money really don't rock with each other. Wayne might go bougie and not show up. Or we seen it. Cameron showed up with the Diplomats and they really weren't rocking together. Cameron acted like he didn't want to perform until they absolutely was getting washed. And it was like, all right, Cam, we need you. You know what I'm saying? Like Wayne might show up just for the check and just stand back there smoking his tree, looking cool. You know what I'm saying? Like nowadays, you don't know.
What if they let Wayne come in that thing when No Limit, like you just talked about, the Locks
Cameron
did, like the Locks did? What if No Limit comes out, does a big record, and No Limit's response, and Cash Money's response is, we're gonna let Wayne do one of them freestyles from like Dedication or like one of the mixtapes. You know what I'm saying? He gonna come out and just do one of the because his mixtape shits from Wayne is crazy, that Dedication run.
If Wayne did the Cannon freestyle.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be interesting.
But I think go out there and do Georgia Bush.
Bush. But I think Cash Money, like I think Manny and Baby, I don't know, because Baby might play it though like Cam. Baby might not even want to really do records. He might want to just sit back like do his little, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You see what I'm saying? Like you never know. That's why strategies. Yeah. Like I've seen where the playing it too cool done bit you in the ass. Then I've seen where Rick Ross came and was getting a massage while 2 Chainz was performing, and it killed 2 Chainz. 2 Chainz stopped. Yeah. It was like, damn, I wish I would have thought of that. You know what I'm saying? Like it depends on your what the kids say aura. You know what I'm saying? Like Cash Money could come out and look very washed, and if they look corny, it's gonna take away from all the hits, and we'll be laughing at, look at these old niggas washed. You know what I'm saying?
And the other thing that be in these too is the collabs that we forget about, like the songs that they got with other people that they got like a verse on it, like they might, it might be some stuff that we're not even thinking about collab wise. That you know what I'm saying?
If Master P and them was smart, they would come in there suited and booted and sharp to the T and make Cash Money look like some dusty little druggies. And like, damn, they should play the health tip. Like we all still healthy. Like, cause think about it, we really ain't seen Master P. But if you think about it, like Master P, he played in the NBA, you know what I'm saying? Where them other dudes, what we know of Cash Money and now listening, if you go and you listen to Turk and BG and these guys interviews, like they was on drugs way at a young age. Like all their music, they was 15, 16.
Yeah.
Heard Turk say they was doing heroin. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? But for real. So them, I think, over the test of time. Whereas if Master P and them come in on their healthy shit, if Master P come in on his CEO in the suit, you know what I'm saying, really like on some presidential, I paved the way for y'all niggas, I taught y'all the business, then that can make up for the lack of music. You know what I'm saying?
I'm with you on that. All right, so that's the best of hip hop. Let's get into the worst of hip hop now. Are you familiar with the term Japlana?
Who?
Yeah, exactly. So unbeknownst to me, and I guess everybody else, Magic City, the strip club, did a pop-up in Japan. You didn't? They did a pop-up in Japan.
I've been seeing a lot of celebrities in Japan. Yeah, I've been seeing it.
They did a whole pop-up in Japan, bro. They literally brought Magic City to Japan.
Nah, I didn't see this.
Now, it was some real... Okay, let's play this. Let's show this. Look, this was Japan. Hold on, let me see. I want to see one where they was out there. Everybody was out there dancing. I can't find it right now. This is the aftermath. Here go the aftermath when everybody was leaving for the night. So Japan turned. Shout out to Japan. They turned up. Hold on. Here we go. Japan showed up and showed out. They was for the bull. Shout out to Japan, man. They had it up. Let's play some of this. Japan showed up and turned out. Hey?
So was the strippers Japanese or was they from Atlanta?
Nah, it was the Magic City strippers.
Oh, so they flew the strippers out and all.
Yeah, they had a pop-up out there in Japan. Now, apparently A Boogie got into it with some members from Future's team. They was in the building and they got into it on some real, some real bull crap. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. They got into some fisticuffs out there. I don't know if Japan a place you want to start having that type of stuff going on. But
they don't play in Japan.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, they called it I'm not saying that. I ain't trying to do no slurs. That's what they was calling it, Japlana.
Well, okay, so this is becoming a thing now. I think people take A Boogie because his music style. I think they take him, to be one of them R&B niggas. and his crew. I know they was at it with Kodak them a while ago. I hear little TJ getting all mad because Kai Sonata on them love. Right. A Boogie and his crew. Yeah, they might not be no Rudy Pools, man. You might need to leave them niggas alone. For real.
Yeah, they didn't win it. Yeah, they got into it out there, man. It was some real fisticuffs flying. They said that they had the internet going crazy in Japan. Here we go. Some action right here. This one I was looking for right here. Over there. Shout out to Master P. Here we go. They turning up, Ross. Hey, take me through there. They getting it popping, Ross. Got the Japanese women out there with them.
In Japan. That's fire, though, to be honest.
Chill out before somebody pops up now and we get a strike. Chill out.
That's fire, though, to be real.
Yeah, they went out and turned up out there in Atlanta. I'm sorry, Atlanta in Japan.
The real Magic City experience, because, Magic City, they taking off everything.
I don't know how far they could take it out there in Japan.
I'm wondering in Japan what type of ball they playing.
Yeah, I don't know what the government looked like, but they had a whole turn up out there though. Here goes some. I'll show you a couple flicks from the altercation. Because you know they had the video of that as well. Here goes some of the flicks from the altercation with the two teams out there. Boys started getting active. Oh, they snitching. That's TMZ. They snitching. Yeah, I think this is after all the haymakers. Yeah, so everybody, you know, they got into it a little bit, but I think everybody's good. Hopefully, ain't gonna be no bloodshed. I'm with you. I don't want no foolishness to go down, but yeah, take me through that. Take me through that. And they were turning up, bruh. They went down there to Atlanta and went crazy.
I don't know if they built like that in Japan, man. I don't know if they know what to do with all that.
Take me through that. Take me through that.
Them peaches over there. Do peaches grow?
You know, it was crazy though. I don't know. Some of them women was choosing. They on the video. If you listen, I'm gonna play it again. If you listen close, they talking about I'm gonna have some pretty babies. Listen, hold on, I'm gonna play this again. They down there choosing up on the Japanese cats. Listen to the chicks. You know, the sister's funny as hell. Listen in the background when she talking.
My baby's gonna be pretty as fuck. Yeah, I'm the visa bitch. Daddy!
Yeah, they said it.
Yeah, I'm the visa bitch.
Said she a visa bitch. She on a visa. She ain't no passport, bro. She a visa bitch. She said her baby's gonna be pretty as fuck.
You better watch out now. Hey, them child support laws the same over there. Y'all better stop.
Man.
Over there, they take population control serious.
Man, yeah, they ain't playing with you.
They might take your baby and throw it in the river.
Damn, Ross.
No, you know, for real. Over there,
it's different.
Each family can only have one and all.
You're right.
They have real rules.
No, you're right. It's it's crazy.
I think that's Japan and China.
Yeah, it's wild. It's wild. All right, man, let's get ready to get up out of here, man. We got to come back on Thursday. We got some more stuff to get into. We definitely got to talk about. I've been telling y'all for years now. I don't know why anybody doesn't think Aisha Curry is evil, and she struck again this week. I told y'all that woman is evil. So we'll talk about that on Thursday. We'll get into the coach just got fined from the Cardinals. We got to make sure we talk. Matter of fact, let's go real quick before we get up out. Let's do this real quick last. So what do you think about that whole situation, Ross? The coach from the Cardinals, you know, it was a rough situation, man. The running back dropped the ball before crossing the goal line, cost the team, you know, pretty much the game. You know what I'm saying? Coach went crazy, like bumped him a couple times on the side. I think he like hit him in the chest or pushed him in the chest and then kind of bumped him again as he walked off from him, was going off on him. The league fined him $100,000. So they didn't, you know, they went up there.
This is my whole stance on that. If Antonio Brown would have done that, we'd be saying he don't deserve to play. You know, you got to hold the coaches to the same. You gotta. You're a coach. You actually are asked to kind of uphold it a little bit more. The players can get emotional. The players can kind of lose their cool. As a coach, you kind of are the representation of the franchise. You have to be held to a higher standard. I think he deserves a suspension, me personally, because if that was a player doing that to a coach, he would have gotten a 1-game suspension.
Yeah, I'm with you. I think a suspension probably was warranted because if it's big enough for y'all to say, okay, this is finable, like what would cause a suspension then is the question.
Okay, so let me ask you, we just talked about AJ Brown. If AJ Brown would have bumped Nick Sirianni and hit him in the chest the way that coach did, y'all would be saying that's assault.
Yeah, no, real talk.
Y'all would be saying that's assault, man.
Real talk. And this was
Don't tell me I got caught up in the moment.
And I'm sorry, I think I might have said the league, but this is the Cardinals finding him, not the league.
Okay, yeah.
This is the team. But to your point though, what would the team consider a suspension, right? Like how far would you have to go for the team to say, okay, we're going to suspend you for a game? You know what I'm saying? Does it have to be a punch that lands?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Do we have to land a punch? But to your point, I think you made a great point, Ross. Like, you're the coach. You got to be held to a higher standard.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And
you're the one setting the standard for the whole team.
Right.
So you have to operate with the most class because the team going to follow behind you. So if the coach is doing that because I got caught up in the moment, then how you going to stop two offensive linemen from over there fighting on the sideline because they got caught up in the moment?
And here goes the moment. He walks right over. Now, look, here's what's crazy. The teammates are actually consoling dude. Clearly, he's upset. He's distraught what happened. And the linemen are consoling dude. And the coach walks up. And I get it. He's upset. But damn. He pulled up. Going crazy. Pushes him in the chest right there. Then he checks him as he walks off from him. Right. Boom. That was kind of a low-key, kind of a punch, low-key at the end.
Man, and he wearing shoulder pads, so it's not like it hurt.
Yeah.
You know, but at the end of the day, you being demonstrative towards me in a moment where me as a player, I'm already down on like the dude is down on himself.
Yeah.
I'm already hot. So emotionally unstable guy, a guy who could have said, oh, well, I just got caught in the moment and I hit him back. I really didn't mean to hit him back. I really just blanked out and got caught up in the moment. That would have been the same thing.
Let me ask you this. What if he would have went up and just got right in his face, right? Just right in his face and just went off on him right in his face. Never touches him, but he gets in his face and goes off. Is that still too far or is it?
That's coaching to me. That's yeah. Right. Like ain't nobody saying you got to just only talk to him nice. Like we see Sean Payton and dudes do that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's old school coaching to me. But to just, you know what I'm saying, just lose it completely. I think that's how you lose respect of the team, though.
Especially if you ain't that type of coach, like you ain't really like that. You know what I'm saying? You don't be like that fiery of a guy, and now all of a sudden, because this is a kid, and look, man, I think everything can be circumstantial, right? If it's a guy who has a history of doing like this type of stuff, then maybe you look at it different. Or if it's a guy who does something wild like that, then he just goes and sits down. He just sitting down like whatever. Then maybe that makes you even. But here's a guy who's clearly taking it, you know what I'm saying, pause, hard, and the linemen are consoling him like, dude, you know what I'm saying, it's a mistake.
And you still got a football game to play. So for you to be that out of it while the game's still going, like you still can win. Like I heard them say most coaches, you know, and in times like that, especially when a player down on themselves, you go and console the player and tell them, hey, we're going to need you. We're going to need you. You get it back. You know what I'm saying? You learn from it. Because you want the player to go next play up mentality. You know what I'm saying? Because obviously the kid broke and he made an excellent play. He just messed up. But who's to say, you know, he don't break another one, y'all win the game. You know,
I think that's a reaction for I think that's a reaction for like if that's his second time doing that, right? If he's a repeat offender, it's like, dude, you know what I'm saying? Like we had this, you know what I'm saying? I think that I'm not justifying putting your hands. I'm just saying like the whole demonstrative thing. Clearly you're frustrated, you mad, it's a close game, but I think that going that crazy, I still wouldn't justify it. But I think if this is his second time doing it, like back to back, we just like, God damn, we just had this whole thing, you know what I'm saying? But I can't defend putting your hands on somebody. And like you said, I think you pointed it out perfectly. You're the head coach. You're supposed to set up you're at a higher standard than everybody else, because now we don't want to hear you talk about when the quarterback gets into it with the receiver and they having a shoving match, because you set this whole thing in place that it's okay for us.
That's what we do when I got caught up in the moment.
Yeah.
Now you allow that excuse to linger all year, and you can't do nothing about it because this is what we do when we get caught up in the moment.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. All right, man, we up out of here, man. That's Ross and Risky for a Tuesday night. Tap in with us on Thursday, man. Hit the subscribe button, thumbs up. We appreciate it. If you're rocking with us on any of the platforms, man, we definitely thank y'all as well. Subscribe over there. And we'll be back on Thursday, man. We'll holler. Peace, Ross.